I believe that forgiveness is the most important thing any of us could be doing ever. I believe that it is our task to learn to forgive as instantly and automatically and quickly as we now judge, assess, and evaluate everyone and everything. I think that forgiveness is the thing that will correct all of the problems on our planet. Forgiving each other and loving each other is the biggest healing agent that we have available to us. And it's sad to me that a lot of people see forgiveness as a weakness or as something that's about the other person. It's not about the other person. It's about me. I'm the one holding upset and energy in my body about somebody else. They're out dancing. They don't even know I'm mad. Maybe I don't know. But until we forgive each other and see that we're not that different, we're going to have problems communicating, we're going to have problems solving problems. But if we can reach the state of forgiveness, it's like if you're in an argument with somebody, you can't really make up with them until you forgive them and until you forgive yourself for your part in it. So we need to be looking at what is my part in the situation and what is my power in it. My power is always to forgive. My power is always to forgive because that's what returns me to peace. And when life works, it's because we're at peace. We think that, life working gives us peace, but it's our peace that makes life work. War, famine, crime, hatred, racism, all this stuff is about unforgiveness. Every bit of it. If we could forgive each other, if we could reach out to understand each other, if we could create peace in our homes even, peace within ourselves, we can create peace on the planet. But we try to go out and create peace on the planet. We're trying to live the equation backwards, and that's not working. We need to create peace within ourselves. Forgiving everything and everyone that has ever caused an upset in you is the most profound spiritual work that anyone can be doing. We know from mind-body medicine that almost all disease is psychosomatic in nature. And so if you trace it back, you'll probably find an upset that started it in the first place. And if you can resolve the upset through forgiveness, that might be the cure. There might be other work needed if the disease is very advanced. And it may be that the best you can hope for is to leave this world in a state of peace. But at least you're leaving the world in a state of peace and forgiveness. My experience is that forgiveness actually needs to happen on a physical level, where you actually are able to release the chemical residue of the original event, the thoughts and feelings around the original event. And the only way I've ever found to be able to do that is through breath work. I use a type of breath work called rebirthing breathing technique. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful breathing process that releases stress, deeply held stress, the stress from today and the stress from any trauma you've ever had in your body, any upset you've ever had in your body, and all the way back to birth, hence the name, all the way back to birth trauma. And I believe that forgiveness is not complete until the cellular memory is released through the breath work. Releases all those deep stresses out of the nervous system of your body, out of the cellular memory that you hold in your body. You start to feel entirely different. You release all that emotional energy, and suddenly life looks more different. It's more fun, it's more exciting. You enjoy life more, you're happier and more peaceful. That's all good. All forgiveness is good. There's Forgiveness 101, and that is a good thing. And that's where you think somebody did wrong and you forgive them and you make nice and clean it up and you let it go, and that's a good thing. But true forgiveness is to recognize that all the thoughts in my unconscious can dovetail with the thoughts in somebody else's unconscious. And our behavior can dovetail in a way where I may feel hurt. And so I blame the other person. And in forgiving them, I may have the recognition that they really didn't do anything wrong, and that I didn't do anything wrong either, but some unconscious thought of mine got activated and something happened that triggered me, and it really isn't anybody's fault. Do you see what I mean by that? It's nobody's fault. Nobody did anything wrong. People are trying to meet their needs. They're trying to get their needs met, maybe in ways that are very unconscious and very ignorant. And so it turns out that nobody really did anything wrong or bad. Everybody's innocent. That's what I'm trying to say. Really, at their essence, everybody's innocent. And it is through forgiving everyone else that we learn to forgive ourselves. Because what we're forgiving them for a lot of times is what we're projecting on them anyway, out of our own unconscious minds. So in forgiving that person, I get to see, I get to think about it more deeply and realize that it was my own thought. They were acting out my own thought that I had, my own belief that I had in my mind, and then I forgive myself, and that really completes the circle of forgiveness.